I've always been fascinated by cinema. I've always been fascinated by theater. And in many of my works, in many of my collections, I would often start designing based on certain things I would see in films or in theater, a particular work of someone. These are the things that actually help me draw inspirations from film and theater. I think film, for instance, is the most complete of the art forms now. You have photography, you have writing, you have designing, you have it's a storytelling. I've always been fascinated by film.
In celebration of Inno's 30 years in the industry, he embarks on yet another groundbreaking endeavor. He communicates his creative passion for apparel through the innovative use of design and mixed art forms, film, theater, music, and dance.
The whole story here is, I'm really telling a story. It's about a muse, a woman, you know? And it's a narrative. It's done in film and in dance and in apparel. I have a story to tell. It's a story about a woman, a muse. And the people behind it happen to wear clothing. The whole, much as I'm celebrating my 30th year, this is not too far from all my other shows. It's a small show, really. It's just a bigger venue. And this time, I have actually involved dances, film, and musical scoring. That's what makes it different from my previous show.
30-20-10 is a romantic collaboration between Inno and top caliber names in the creative fields of music, film, theater, and dance.
A lot of people would be expecting, I would expect it from music. But this show is actually a way for Inno to revisit previous inspirations that he still finds inspiring. Namely, these are three places or objects, that's Shanghai, which is China, and then contemporary art, and India, which is actually his first collection.
You have a beautiful lady there that will really inspire you. The story, it's something that you can relate, anyone can relate to, yung mga love letters and everything and secret desires or whatever. So, it tickles the brain, it tickles the creativity side. So, it was fun. I really had fun doing it. Took me 2 days. I wrote it in 2 days. And I hope they will like it.
I'm flattered to be chosen. I guess this would be the perfect time for me to be chosen as Inno's muse. With everything that I've been through in my life, and I think the wisdom that I've gained past few years, I've grown into a much more mature woman, or shall I say young lady. I'm so excited. I'm like a little girl, when I saw the dresses, when I saw everybody, and when Inno was already, fitting the gown, and I feel like I'm 18 again, because he did my debut. I feel like, it's my presentation to the society as the woman, or as the person I've become today. This is the first time that I'm actually the only muse for the night. So that's a big thing for me. To be part of Inno's gala, which is 30 years in the fashion industry is just huge for me. It's huge for me. So I mean, this is something else.
I think the great thing about being able to do it for you is that you're in good hands in terms of taste. And it's always a class act. I find it very easy to come up with ideas for him because there's a meeting of minds and he has a flair for drama. And since I do theater, I easily gravitate to that kind of presentation. It can be very, very subtle, but there's a high point and a low point, and all the ingredients for successful staging are present in his presentation. Most of the clothes are very well thought of, and everything that surrounds it also are well focused into making the clothes shine.
It was my first time to work with Derek Alford as a director and as an actor as well. I've never worked with him, but it's cool because he's also an actor. So when he tells me something, I know it right away. When he tells me how the feeling is, alam ko na agad because he knows, of course, artista din siya. So madali, it's so easy to work with him. I will hear the camera.
Hear the camera. We do one shot. Either one. Yes.
Okay, direct. Inno is an icon. Inno's a brand. He is somebody that I don't think anyone can compare to. The knowledge and the technique and the ideas, his imagination is just so intense compared to everybody else. It definitely outstands and it will maintain that way forever. And that's why I think he'll not just be here for 30 years, but for a very long time, and he continues to make history.
Thank you so much for doing this. Yeah, it's not just here. So much is happening. Dear Lord, we keep ourselves in the presence of this Sunday. Up to our thanks that we have the work that we do not have.
The genius never ends. I think that's what sets him apart from everybody else. He shares his talent with all of us, right?
We lift up you all the prayers. We ask for your confidence. We ask for your power. We ask for your presence of mind. We ask for your sharpness. We ask for your beauty. We lift up you all dancers. Thank you for giving us the glorious presence. The joy of the glorious presence. Help us, Lord, to begin the word tonight. Just to create a single moment of beauty to raise up to us. To give you glory.
Well, I've always expected a lot from Inno. Really, I've always admired him. And I know that every time he comes out with a show, it's going to be good.
These programs